Okay, so today we're going to walk through how to put together the Skay Science Lapbook, complete with working sundial. Okay, so first let's look at how to do your folder and put on the title. I've kind of pre-folded this one a little bit, but let me just walk you through it. Just look for this biggest tab and you're going to fold that side over and line it up with the middle. Push that down and then take the other side and line up the folds together just like that, okay? And then fold it down, okay? And then you're going to need a pencil or a pen and a pair of scissors to be able to put the cover on, plus glue. Okay, so go ahead and put the title page into the very middle here, line it up, fold over one side, take your pen and draw a very deep line because it's black, so it's going to be harder to see, so make sure you give it a good push through. Sometimes the pen will even cut it for you a little bit, okay? And then you're gonna cut it. Okay, your next step is just to glue it on. So go ahead and fold it over. You're just gonna do one side at a time. So go ahead and get out your, my glue flies, get out your glue. And we're just gonna use the purple stuff so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're just gonna do one side at a time. Make sure you only glue this one edge. Don't glue the whole thing yet. Just glue the one edge. Makes it a little easier to get it stuck on than trying to glue the whole thing down at once. Okay, so you're gonna line that up. I'll fold this so you can see. Line that up along that edge really, really well, as close as you can. Just like that. And then glue the rest of it down. Okay, then do the same thing to the other side. Let's look at your first foldable. And that would be this one. It's going to go in this corner over here. So this is all about the different planets, okay? So this one's pretty simple to do. All you got to do is fold it down that middle line. It should fold just in half perfectly. Just like that. And then you're going to cut all the flaps, okay? Fold it really good. And then only cut to this dotted line though. Don't cut all the way through it, okay? Now that you've got all those folded, all we're going to do is just put a little bit of glue down this inside here. It just gives it a little bit of strength so that it stays together a little bit better and your flaps don't rip off as easy, all of that. Okay, so just push that down and now when you lift it up, it should just lift up to that one edge. Perfect. Okay, now we glue it on. Okay, so we got that one on. Next one is our Study the Sun foldable. Okay, this one's pretty simple. All you gotta do is fold it in half. And then glue it on. All right, now the next one is your constellations. Okay, so I've done a couple here already. You can see the idea behind them is just to be able to see the constellation through. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I'll put this off to the side here. You've got two cards. You're going to draw, I don't know if you can see this already. Yeah, you can. The pencil marks of what this is. So obviously this is Cassiopeia. And I've got that written on the little card here. And you're going to take a very sharp pencil and poke through the holes for where the stars would be for that constellation. Okay? Then you're going to take your glue and glue the white piece of paper around the outside and then stick this on. And it just helps for those little stars to be able to see through a little better. Okay? And then those will go underneath your sun. And you can do whichever constellations you want or whichever ones your teachers tell you to do. It's entirely up to what they want you to do. If they give you the option, then you can go ahead and research and find which ones you like and put them in there. Okay, now at the bottom is your moon phases organizer. Now I haven't glued those on yet for a reason, just because I want to make sure we got space here, okay? So just cut this out and just place it here so we can make sure we've got everything nice and centered, okay? Now you can glue. Okay, so next we're gonna do your moon phases organizer. Now this one I highly recommend you do with a X-Acto knife. Now, if you don't have them, you can use scissors. The important thing to remember is when you're cutting with just one blade of scissors, you don't cut with them straight up and down. You need to turn it on an angle, and it will work. It just, you have to be very careful and only cut in one direction, okay? And it's just not as easy to use, so if you have X-Acto knives, those are your better option. Okay, so that little window tells you on your moon phase organizer what day in the moon phase you're at, and then this one will show you what the moon looks like at each phase. Okay, so you're going to flip this over. And it's tricky because you only want glue on that little white part. You can't really see it, so just glue just along that bottom edge and just along the top edge. Just so you can make sure you don't glue down your pull-through part. Okay, so place that. Okay, so now you've got your pull-through. You can see what the moon looks like at the different phases. We are going to do your sundial. Now your teacher will have printed off a sundial that is specific to your latitude. Okay, so yours may not look exactly like mine, but they should all fold the same way, okay? So you're gonna fold this line this way, and then you're gonna fold back along that line and then back like this again. So you should have this little triangle when you're done, okay? So it should look like that. Now, because this doesn't fit here, and because you need this sticking up when you use it, we're only gonna glue down one part of this, okay? So we're not gonna glue this edge down, we're just gonna glue this one edge down. Don't forget to leave space for your title. So again, only gluing on one side. Actually work, so you can go outside and give those a try. They're kind of fun to play with. Okay, so that's the sundial. Next we're going to do your vocabulary words. So just put a staple up in the top corner there, and then you can glue that down. Make sure you ask your teacher how to go about filling in the cards for these, okay? So that's that. Last one we've got is our sources of light. So that's this one. This one's pretty easy too. Just fold it in half. Oop, my fingers are all sticky. Fold it in half, and then you're gonna cut up the middle flap there. So there's two sources of light. Sources of light either are emitting or reflecting. And there's a little title for that there too, okay. There is your Skay Science Lapbook. Have fun, guys.